religion of our ancestors, all right?
Yes, sir.
And it wasn't that religion, but it was a religion like that. I have no problem with that. My problem, that I've stated now, was with Zionists, not Jews.
Yes.
Now let's move on to Rahm Emanuel.
Mm-hmm.
What's your perception of Rahm Emanuel? And
What?
he doesn't have, at the top, he doesn't have anybody black as the superintendent of police. I remember when Jane Byrne wouldn't do that. Jane Byrne was in one term. I remember the school board
Mm-hmm.
when Jane Byrne put the wrong people there from the
Yes.
southwest side.
Yes.
And when the next election came,
Mm-hmm.
Mayor Washington became the mayor of this city. Doesn't that seem like that's a similar pattern to you?
Yeah, it's a pattern. And you asked me, a question about Rahm Emanuel. I think that Rahm Emanuel is going through with the mandate that the people voted him and put him in power. So therefore, there was an acceptance of his policies by what the individuals said that they were going to do in the debate. So Negroes in Chicago,
Negroes? Well, I
Negro,
say that because, see, I'm a Morris, I'm a
Negroes,
Morris
black
American.
people, African American, they're going to get exactly what they deserve. And you know what? This is what they asked for. They asked for almost the elimination of the unions. They asked for more charter schools. So they're going to get exactly what they asked for. So I have nothing to say about Ron in regards to that. They're going to get exactly what they deserve. And you know what, Ron, go ahead and do your thing. This is what blacks ask for. And they put you in there to bust up unions. They put you in there to make more charter schools. And they put you in there for all that. So you know what? He's riding off the mandate of the people. And I don't blame Rahm Emanuel for doing what he want to do.
Well, I mean, it's my conception that since you mentioned that the way you did, I don't think that we have a right to say anything because 59%, that's more than 50%,
Mm-hmm.
said we want you to be the leader of this city.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a mandate to say you can do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because we don't want nobody who looks like us
Mm-hmm.
to be in charge of nothing at the top in this city.
That's true.
We just love pale faces.
Yes.
And we believe can't nobody do nothing but the pale face. You know, it's like Harold Washington once said,
Yeah.
because I'm pro-black,
Mm-hmm.
don't mean I'm anti-white.
Yeah.
And it seems like our people don't understand that.
Yeah. I want to say one other thing that Rahm Emanuel, what he stated during during the debate that he wanted more charter schools. Okay. The Board of Education's contract ends this year. So therefore, you got teachers that are worried, man, what if he turns this into charter school? You voted for him. What are you complaining about?
Well, I have
You voted for not having sick days, not having vacation days. I'm talking about this is a charter school is all about. So what all you Negroes out there that are listening, you're gonna get exactly what you deserve. Exactly. So Ron, go ahead and do your thing. Because I'm gonna be set anyway, because I'm doing, as you say, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, I'm doing for self. So I'm gonna make it whatever job it is, I can do for self. And I can't help it because other people didn't put themselves in a position to do for self. They got people doing for them what they should be doing for their own selves. So Ron, do your thing, man.
You sound like Dr. Kofi now. Sounds like something that Dr. Kofi would say.
Speak on it. Go ahead.
Well, I can tell you, my brother, I think that our people and poor people, so they don't say that I'm just talking about us,
Mm-hmm.
the poor Hispanics, the poor pale faces, they all have to understand something. They're getting ready to get a lesson in politics. And you see, I used to have a friend, when I was growing up. I asked him, I said, tell me something. He said, what's that? I said, who are you? And he told me I'm a Jew. I was very smart at that time when I was growing up. They had big plans for me.
Mm-hmm.
I was the first W. Clement Stone European Exchange Award winner
Mm-hmm.
and stayed over in Europe and learned a lot. That's why I don't think like the average so-called Negro, because I'm not a Negro, I'm a Moor. I have a nationality.
Mm-hmm.
Those other things don't have their adjectives. But I asked him a question. That's your religion. What is your nationality?
Mm.
And he said to me, oh, I'm a German. I said, oh, so you're a German and you practice Judaism, the religion of Judaism. So I go back to Rahm Emanuel.
Yes.
You know, he makes people stay off of him. All right?
He understands what real power is.
All right? But he says, quote unquote, he's very familiar with the protocol of the learned elders of Zion. You familiar with that?
Well, I know one. I'm so familiar. I know one of the protocols.
What is the first
And
one?
Rahm understands power.
What is
that right is abstract, like an abstract painting. Anything. It doesn't even matter. We rule because we have the might. So Rahm understands. And he gonna put a lot of Negroes in line that perhaps need to be put in line.
Oh, so you're suggesting a person ought to read the protocol of the learned elders of Zion by Marsdale,
Mm-hmm.
because they'll have a different concept.
You had to go to the library and get the book, yeah.
Well, you know, Ron is also, his religion is Judaism,
Yes, sir.
but he's a Russian.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And people they talk about Osama bin Laden, all right? However, Osama bin Laden was one of the people that defeated the Russians
Mm-hmm.
when they were fighting in Afghanistan.
Mm.
And our government gave him the tools to do that.
Yes, sir.
And he turned around. They say it's a conspiracy theory. When Russia found oil,
In the Caspian Sea.
well, no, in the northern part
Okay.
of around Siberia,
Okay.
and they wanted a deal with Enron.
Mm-hmm.
Enron said, look, we want to build a pipeline. That's with the Taliban there. And bring the oil down through Afghanistan to the Caspian Sea.
Yes, sir.
And they said, after you done killed all our people the way y'all did, you think we're going to do that? I don't think so.
Yeah.
And of course, Bush then said he won't cooperate. So they had a saying back then that they say that this government told them, told the Afghans and the Taliban, you're either going to have a pound of gold or you're going to have a pound of bombs. The decision is yours.
Mm.
But we're going to get this oil to the Caspian Sea.
They made the right decision.
They haven't done it yet.
They made the right decision.
Now they're rerouting it through China.
Mm.
All right? So let's move on to our next subject.
Yes. You know, I got to tell people, it feels funny when you sitting in the hot seat. But go ahead.
So